What makes you proud of being an Indian?
Well, I think I'm very proud of India, and I'm proud to be an Indian. I love my country. I feel proud of what we do. I feel sad for what we don't do. But I just have a great national pride.
My dream for the future of India is to see India continue to grow and become an economic power, to be a country of equal opportunity for all Indians in a united form where all laws apply to all Indians as one. I believe this country is a nation that we should all be proud of, and I hope that we can all play our parts as we are to make it the great power it needs to be.
The greatest pleasure I've had is trying to do something that everybody says could not be done.
You know that Tata Motors, obviously you know,
I know Ratan Tata.
Take for a moment what he's doing in India.
Yeah.
Developing a little sedan for $2,300, the Nano.
Right.
Where do you put that in the whole equation of where the future of cars are?
Well, I think it's a good idea to have affordable cars. I think where the problem with something like the Nano, which I think, by the way, I'm saying problem. I think it's a great idea, and Ratan is a gentleman in the scholar and
exactly right. All of those I agree with. Yes.
I think where it's going to become challenging in the future is as the price of gasoline rises, the cost of acquiring the car is much less of an issue than the cost of operating the car.
How would Ratan Tata like to be remembered?
I'd like to be remembered as the person who made a difference.
Look at the world around you, where individuals started in garages, where ideas were born. Where did Microsoft, where did Apple, where did Facebook come from? They came from ideas that people felt something could be done and that they could make a difference. How many times have you heard people say, this can't be done? It's your job to remove those myths and to get things done. How many times have you heard people say, this can't be done? It's your job to remove those myths and to get things done. In many ways, we have been critical of and saddened by what has or has not happened in our country. To a great extent, this has been a function of we can't do this, or it can't be done, or vested interest saying it shouldn't be done. Ethical practices being thrown to the wind and subjective issues being brought to the table. You, in the years ahead, are going to be leaders of this country and shaping the destiny of this country. Do not grow with a view that something can't be done and so should not be done. Let me just take a minute and you look at the world around you. Are the great successes the large companies of this world, and there are many, and many successful companies? Or are they the companies that took chances, where individuals started in garages, where ideas were born? Where did Microsoft, where did Apple, where did Amazon, where did Google, where did Facebook come from? They came from ideas that people felt something could be done and that they could make a difference. So as you go out into this world, I would hope that you, would look at being ethical and holding the value systems which you want this country to have. If you think you cannot make a difference, I'd say you very well can make a difference if you so desire.
The greatest pleasure I've had is trying to do something that everybody says could not be done. I decided that India could produce its own car. Everybody, my friends overseas in the automobile business, said that this couldn't be done. We had to go through collaboration to get know-how, get technology. But we undertook to produce this car. It was called the Indica, and we produced it in India, totally of Indian content. When the car came out, I suddenly felt that I didn't have a friend in the world and that all the warnings that people had given me were probably going to come true. But the car did come out It did earn a 20% market share, and we showed that we could do something. The greatest pleasure I've had is trying to do something that everybody says could not be done.
Without a wife, without children, a family, what motivates you, Ratan?
I don't know what motivates me, but let me just stay with that for a minute. There are many times I feel lonely at not having a wife or a family, and sometimes I long for it. Sometimes I enjoy the freedom of not having to worry about the feelings of someone else or the concerns of someone else. And at other times it gets very lonely.